magic. Ooh yeah, ooh, I can't waste my time. I wanna live that diamond life. Just gotta get it right. They try to tell me I'm not a dreamer. They just mad cause I'm a believer. And I'm hot just like a fever. And you not, you stuck in the freezer. If your dreams don't scale, they ain't big enough, yeah. No, I won't stop, I can't get enough, yeah. Dreams don't scale, they ain't big enough, yeah. No, I won't stop, I can't get enough, yeah. Boomerang, boomerang, that eye boomerang, boomerang, that eye boomerang, 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 that eye boomerang, boomerang. I wanna flex, fly on a jet, count up a check, yeah, count it up, get out of debt, 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 yeah, I wanna flex.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our virtual vacation today. See behind me, I'm not at the beach because today we're going to do the USA. And I know a lot of you are from other countries, but I want those in the USA. I know we may vacation closer to home this year. This may be a very hot destination. And we just wanted to point out some of those places that you might want to see for this your hot destinations right here in the USA. And I'm paying close attention too, because, you know, being in travel, I don't think I ever vacationed in the USA. I used to when I was younger with my parents, but now I'm hitting the road and I'm always going international. So I also need to learn a little what we're going to learn today, and I'm really excited to do it. I know I'm very ready. Watching those iGo videos, oh my gosh. And that one that says relax isn't even what I want to do. I want to venture. I want to do stuff. I want to be active. I want out of this house. So first of all, I have a guest today. I want to go ahead and introduce her so she can do her expertise and tell you all about the USA. Are you there, Karen? Oh, and we can't hear you yet. Do you have a microphone you could turn on or off at the very bottom?
There we go. My bad.
Okay, good. All right. I'm going to let you go ahead and speak on what we're going to have today as our topic.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and get this PowerPoint up for you.
And I just want to remind everyone, this is interactive. So if you have a question while we're going throughout this USA virtual vacation, just let us know and we'll answer those as we go through it.
All right. Hello, everyone. And thank you, Lori. Lori and I go back forever. So my goal today is not only inspire all of you, but inspire Lori, because I know that she has been everywhere. But when it comes to the US, she's like, I want to learn something today. So it is my goal today to make you all excited about the US, because we have some incredible things, and also just paint some beautiful pictures of some great destinations close to home. The company I work for is Pleasant Holidays. Pleasant Holidays is a company that's been around for over 61 years. We actually started in Hawaii, then kept growing and growing and growing. We're all over the world, but today we're focusing on USA and Canada. And as you can see, we have Journeys, which is our higher end brand, Air by Pleasant, which is consolidated airfares all around the world, over 130 airlines, and activities that we're going to learn about today. Here's our brochure if you have ever seen it. Again, the cherry blossoms in Washington. I love it. This is just some details. Yes, we have over 90 plus cities across the US and Canada. And actually this slide, I just see an error. We are over 850 hotels and resorts now. I'm going to teach you about some cruise lines here in the USA too, because a lot of people don't know, but we have every single riverway and ocean covered with that as well. Hertz is our rent-a-car of choice, period. We've been avid partners for many, many years. Not only if you're doing a cruise, I'm going to talk to you about the pre and post options here in the US, some great things to see and do. And we do offer, if you're not doing a car, transfers, private cars, you name it. This is just, and I know it's a lot of words on it, but this is just some of the things that we have going on and some of the new things we have going on. I didn't know this till I was researching yesterday, but we do and have properties at over 17 national parks. I mean, Yosemite, Banff, up in Canada, we have Acadian National Park in Maine. Of course, the Grand Canyon, Rocky Mountain National Park, Yosemite, they're all over, and they're just waiting on you to take your families, to take just your significant other, or take friends. Again, we have all these new and fun little hotels. What we're seeing, and we are thinking that going forward after this COVID-19 issue, is people are going to get out. They might not want to go into the big major cities. They might want to go to some lesser known, smaller parts of the world, parts of the United States that you can go to and just have an incredible experience. We have lots to do in Anchorage, Alaska. I've been up there many, many times up there, Boston, Oregon. We have some new ones. Where did my note go? We have, sorry about that. We even have like Prismo Beach. We have all over Napa. Who wants to do a wine train in Napa? Count me in. Niagara Falls. The newest place around Washington, D.C. is Alexandria, Virginia. That is a great place to go. All over Nashville and Memphis. And so you can do the king of rock and roll all over Memphis with Elvis and B.B. King, and then go to Nashville for all the rest of the country music. We even have new places to stay in Cocoa Beach, Florida. Again, the world is your oyster. That's what I was looking for. South Florida. Has anyone heard of Sunny Isle? I know South Florida is Miami and all that, but take a look at Sunny Isle for like the newest place to go next. So here's just a quick picture of the different cruise lines that we offer as well here in the U.S. waters. The first one is American Queen Steamboat. Then American Cruise Line, we have Norwegian Cruise Line goes Canada, New England, Alaska, and Hawaii. Uncruise, I'm going to tell you about two, which is totally opposite of Norwegian Cruise Line, and then Victory. To start things off, kind of alphabetically, if you will, American Cruise Line. They have, these are beautiful small ships. They go in the U.S. riverways and all over throughout the Mississippi and the upper Mississippi, through the Pacific Northwest. They go to Alaska. They have some really cool themes, all meals included. Again, they have quite a number of vessels going everywhere. And the beauty is truly, we have so much beauty here in America's heartland and in the Pacific Northwest for you to see and experience. Norwegian Cruise Line, like I told you, they do Hawaii. They do more than just Hawaii, Alaska, Canada, New England, in and out, doing Mexico cruises and things. But it is a great, now these ships, they'll hold about 4,000 people. So we're kind of, this is their biggest one that we have to offer, but it's a wonderful experience. American Queen Steamboat Company. This company is very close to my heart. They are authentic steamboat river cruises, and they offer all the rivers throughout the America's heartland, all the way up from New Orleans on up. I have a map for you. Incredible, and again, up in the Pacific Northwest. These cruises have a motor coach that follows them along and does complimentary hop on and hop off excursion in each port. Lori, did you have a question?
We did. We had our first question.
Wow,
do you need a passport to go to Canada on one of these river cruises or cruises?
Yes, if you have a passport, yes. In today's world, the passport is the best, especially if you're going to Canada. If you're just going in the US, no. But if you're going to a Canadian destination, yes, yes, you would have to. That's a great question. Thank you. Any more?
No, thank you.
My pleasure. The American Queen. The American Queen is the largest steamboat ever built. This steamboat is gorgeous. It has a huge activity area that looks like the Ford Theater with scallop balconies, a beautiful theater, large dance floors. This is a very Victorian vessel. It is, all the furniture is very Old South, antebellum look. The food is incredible on these ships. One of this, in the butler's pantry, or not the butler's pantry, in the parlor on the American Queen is just one, for example, one sofa that was hand carved out of wood, and the top has this gorgeous eagle on it. And a couple years ago, it was valued at over $30,000 just by itself, just because of the carving on the wood. You're just going to get some really authentic, beautiful pieces, and you're going to get to see the America's heartland as back in the steamboating era, when it was our highways and byways. Just incredible. They just tie off and you can run on shore and back. This is a beautiful memory of mine, is to go to oak alley. And literally you they tie up to like a stump or a tree or whatever they're tying up to. You walk up and over the levee, and then aligned down this beautiful oak alley is over 150 trees, just all the way down until this beautiful home that has this big gallery around it. You can buy a mint julep, tour the house, unbelievable. And then the calliope will be playing for our guests to come back on the ship, and then make our way to the next city or town that we're going to. Just incredible experience. The American Empress. This was the largest riverboat overnight riverboat ever built west of the Mississippi. So this one does the Pacific Northwest. They do a really good job up there. So up there, they're going to talk about, the Native Alaska gold rush, the Sternwell era, all the Russian influence. But this ship is about 200 passengers. American Queen is 400. And as you can see, here's a map that goes in and through, and some of the beautiful scenery and views of the Columbia and Snake rivers. The American Duchess helps the American Queen, and there's an American Empress. They just got a new one. Help do the riverway. So there's the lower Mississippi, the upper Mississippi, and on and on. And you can see this is all the tributaries that the Mississippi starts out and then goes all the way to Pittsburgh, all the way up to way high up there. Here's the Countess. As you can see, all of them have a little bit different decor. The American Countess has more of a modern look, very clean lines, very, very beautiful. Now a sister company. So I'm going to talk about the Victory now. So I just talked about the American Queen Steamboat Company. Victory Cruise Lines is a sister company to American Queen Steamboat. There's going to be 3 of them total, but right at 202 passengers, right at that 200 passenger mark. What is unique with them? There's a lot of similarities from the American Queen Steamboat Company that, the excursions are included, everything's included. These go on in the ocean, so they hover around the coast. This one does all around Canada's maritime, from the East Coast all the way through the Great Lakes, ending in Chicago. This hasn't happened for very long. This is a really new product, and it's incredible. It's kind of, you can be a pioneer almost, because not a lot of companies have ever done this, let alone this is really new. Next year, they'll have a ship going to Alaska. So we're really looking forward to that one as well. Now, WINDSTAR Cruises. WINDSTAR Cruises is very near and dear to my heart. They have 6 ships total, 3 of them very yacht-like, and then 3 of them, the 5-masted sailing yachts. So there's 3 and 3. What we love about them, they do Canada's maritime and Alaska for us, as well as the Caribbean. But right today, we're just talking about the Americas. Uncruise. So unlike NCL, which holds 4,000 people, Uncruise has 7 different ships going through Hawaiian waters, Alaska, the Pacific Northwest, Mexico, and everything's included. But I kind of call it like barefoot luxury. So you're not going to get dressed up for dinner per se, and you're not going to, have a captain's night or anything, but it's all included. This is a destination amongst itself where you're just going to totally immerse yourself into that destination. All of them have marinas in the back. You're kayaking off the back. And when they do Alaska, you're probably seeing, when you do an uncruise up in Alaska, sites that even Alaskans haven't seen, because they're going to be able to fit in all these different bays and cubby holes to see things that the big ships just can't see. This is a very, very unique, beautiful product. And then this slide tells me all about, it reminds me to tell you, no matter where you're going, there is an attraction. We sell all the attractions as well. We even can get you tickets on the Napa Valley Wine Train, and of course Universal everywhere else in the world. Okay, here's just a picture of Arizona. When I think of going somewhere, I think of Arizona. I think of golf. I love to play golf. Wellness. I think of spa. I think of the Arizona, the monuments, just you name it. Sedona, I love it. And you can see there's Scottsdale, there's Flagstaff, there's the Grand Canyon. There's so much to see and do there. And this is just some of our hotels that we have. We can have the whole package for you, an extreme we hotel, car, you name it, resort, golf, whatever you need, we have all of it or part of it. Also on the cruises, think about the pre and post packages of there too, because when you're embarking in and out of New Orleans, you probably want to stay a couple days pre or post. I highly recommend that, just to go have fun and see some parts of the world that are parts of our United States that you haven't seen or been to. California, the Golden Coast State. California is full of different treasures around every corner, from driving down the scenic 17-mile highway or driving all the way on Highway 1, which is such the site with Carmel and Monterey. And again, I keep talking about Napa Valley. That is such a special, special place. We have all the accommodations for you. You just let us know when you would like to go. Colorado, just to kind of change at pace. I picked this one because Colorado is just a blessing, no matter if you're going when it's snowing and you're skiing, or the Rocky Mountains have just enchanted travelers for years. They're in the summertime, it's great for hiking, and all the beauties around it. Of course, in the wintertime, you can ski. They're downtown Denver, all these small towns in the ski areas are just electric all year long. Florida, this is a place that you can see all the sparkling maritime, all the yachts and boats in their slips. It's just amazing. Lots and lots of golf. You can go to the more populated, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, and of course the new one that I was telling you about, Sunny Isle, which is great. There's Key West. Plus, up in the upper Panhandle, we have Pensacola, we have Panama City. You can go to where all the sand is all beautiful white sand, sun-kissed beaches. Just picture yourself there. Whether you want a big city or little city, we have it all for you. And then this is just some more of the Miami area. Miami, all the Art Deco, everything is just wonderful and beautiful. Lots of cool restaurants and nightlife to go see and do. Georgia and South Carolina, talk about historic towns and the old South and these beautiful oak trees that have the Spanish moss hanging off of them. They're around every corner, from Charleston, which is a very historic town, South Carolina, to Savannah, Georgia, to the bigger city of Atlanta, and then on St. Simon's Island. I love that. You name it, we have it. And also something that I forgot to tell you, we have all different types of hotels, starting at 3 stars, 4 stars, 5 stars plus. We can help you with pet friendly if you want to take your pets. Again, we have it all. Louisiana, God love Louisiana. They are always a party happening through Mardi Gras times or just any time. The food and all the excitement and festivities that go on in and around New Orleans. There's also Baton Rouge, very eclectic city. So much fun to be there. And especially if you're doing the American Queen Steamboat, that's a great pre and post option to stay and just eat that Cajun food. It is so fun and so delicious. Vegas will come back. Some people will go there as soon as they can. Some people will stay and wait a little bit, but we have it all for you in Vegas. Vegas is very enchanting. and delightful. There's tons of things to do, world-class entertainment. Personally, with everything coming back at small stages, I would love to go to Vegas at 50%, or, you know, at a smaller scale than full-on chaos. But with that being said, we'll just have to abide by whatever rules that there are. But with the different phases of different states and cities coming out of their COVID stages, just think about having it all to yourself at 25% or 50% or 75%. Also, now is a great time to look at that airfare, because you can go to some of these places and make your plans now, because pretty much everything's opening up June and July. Those are the two most of the states that are opening up. But just think about all the air money you can save on airfare, because the airfares are ridiculously wonderful right now. New York, again, I know New York is a hot spot right now, in a not a good way hot spot, but in time you're going to want to go to New York, and it's going to be better than ever. And or just think of, there's not just New York City, there's Niagara Falls. What a great time to see the falls in the middle of the summertime or late fall, with the fall foliage colors around it and surrounding it. Virginia and Washington, D.C. If you haven't been up to see all of these beautiful attractions, oh, please do. It's incredible. Of course, in the spring, that's when the cherry blossoms are there. I love seeing the cherry blossoms there. But even if you're not going at that time, Washington, D.C. proper, and then Alexandria, Virginia, incredible places to see, a million things to do attraction-wise, lots of different options on restaurants, from kosher on to Cuban. There's all kinds of greatness there. Canada, from Banff Springs National Park all the way to Montreal, Quebec, Calgary, you name it, Vancouver, Victoria. Canada is a beautiful place to go and unwind or get into the destination. The world is your oyster there for sure. And here's just another picture of it, of the different places to go. Of course, on the east side is Quebec City, which is picturesque, beautiful. Montreal, Jasper, Lake Louise, and Lori. You have a question.
Lori has a question again. There was a question asked, are any of these trips all inclusive? Now, I noticed some of the cruises you did were, but what about some of these land?
Most hotel experiences, resorts in the US and Canada are not all inclusive. They might include a breakfast. And that brings me to another point that I wanted to make sure that I told everybody about. What you're going to see here lately, I told you that everything's going to be opening up June and July. So start your thinking process of planning. But you're going to see some deals. What the deals are going to be are value add, because the air is already at a monetary deal. The hotels and the resorts are going to have good deals, but the best deal is to listen to what amenity packages they're going to be offering. So yes, it's kind of like all inclusive, but it's going to be breakfast included, you know, a percentage off on spa treatments, kids free, or kids eat free, or, you know, there's going to be different amenity packages with all these destinations. And we're already seeing these incredible packages.
Very good point. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thanks for bringing it up. Palm Springs, Florida. That is me sitting in the golf cart, waiting my turn. I just wish I was there underneath the palm trees today, instead of my artificial palm tree behind me. And this is, look at that, in Arizona. I love Arizona. That's a big, beautiful picture of the moon over the Monument Valley. Absolutely incredible. Sedona, Cathedral Rock. If you haven't been to Sedona, that's a beautiful, incredible, quaint place to go. Alaska, this is one of the many pictures of Alaska. I could Lori knows I could talk about Alaska forever, but this is just a picture of Dewey Lake mirrored. The mountain is just mirrored in the lake, absolutely pristine. Did you have another question, Lori?
No.
Oh. And an orca just taking its time, swimming around, absolutely beautiful. And all around the U.S. waterways, there the whales are there from just different times, just depending on where you're going from. The Canada, New England area, they have their whales at various times. And of course, Alaska. Alaska has 5 different plus species of whales there from pretty much April on to October. And again, just their migratory patterns that they do. It's so incredible to see the whales. The statue of George Washington there in Washington, D.C., just absolutely beautiful. I love this picture, Washington, D.C. at dusk. This is one of my favorite pictures ever. Seattle is a great city to go see Pike's Place Market. You can even dine in the Space Needle or just tour it. Seattle is an incredible place with Mount Rainier in the background. I don't know if you can see it very good, but it is always in Seattle skyline, absolutely beautiful. I'm a beach person. I would love to go to Florida and go to Key Largo, watch the sunset. Doesn't that look pretty awesome? This is in Key West. It's called Westbridge. And again, Florida is known for its white sugar sand beaches. Just incredible. Another picture of our Capitol building, Washington, D.C. This is a photo in Aspen, Colorado. It looks like it's fall time because there's more snow on the mountains, and the aspens have been all turning their beautiful color of yellow. And this is just a random picture of the Pacific coastline in California. Up and down California's Golden Coast are just beautiful picturesque spots, one after another in this beautiful state. And whether you're going to Santa Barbara, Monterey, LA proper, to see the Hollywood sign, whatever you're going to do, or whatever you've read about, whatever you're dreaming about doing, get going there, get your families going. It's incredible. San Francisco. This is one of my favorite shots of Alamo Square there in San Francisco with the downtown behind it. Very iconic of San Francisco. The next one is another very iconic of San Francisco. You ride a cable car with Alcatraz in the background. Just kind of painting some beautiful pictures of memories. Hollywood, everybody loves to do the Hollywood tour and see the famous homes and just be a part of it and just to see that iconic sign. And that is what I have. I just want to make sure that you guys have peace of mind when you travel. When you go with Extreme, they will do it all for you. You can have a protection plan that you can cancel at any time. Our USA and Canada, there's culinary delights around every corner. Just pamper yourself. We've all deserved it. Once we get out of our houses and go someplace, make it worth your while. Do what you want to do. We have it all for you. Lori has it all for you.
Well, thank you so much, Karen. And thank you, everyone, for coming on today and looking at some of the sites in the USA. I mean, we all have different feelings about what we're going to do when this ends. I can't wait to jump on a plane because I have a new baby, grandbaby in California. And some of us can't wait to go to Mexico or maybe somewhere else international, but there may be some of you that feel like you just can't venture that far. So we wanted to bring some of these things to your attention. I have San Francisco behind me right now, and let me tell you what, it is one of my favorite destinations, and I have not done that drive down the coast on Highway 1, And I think I'm going to do that. That's what I got out of this. I was looking for my next trip. And I have not done Arizona whatsoever, and it looked beautiful to me. So I hope that through this virtual vacation today, that you found your next destination too. We want to thank Karen again, and thank all of you for coming and joining us. And we'll be back on Thursday talking about Hawaii. Thank you.
Thank you.